Adairsville, and today we're back the next morning. And it looks like some of our water has receded. If you see, it got very close to these people's house, and it is still way out. The river should be way over there, and instead it is all through these people's property. That is all their property. If you see, these are their trees they've planted along their property line because they own all the way to the river. All of their property is underwater here. All the way except for their house and their barns, thank God. Oh. Go up here and see what the bridge looks like again. Definitely feel like I was dressed better for this weather yesterday. Today it is 32 degrees outside. If you see, we have snow on everything. There's still trees cracking down here. And the water and the cold, I'd say they're not very happy right now. Oh, goodness, y'all. It's cold. Oh, look at the beautiful crane flying off this morning. I guess he was enjoying this weather. Trying to catch him a fish. Oh, goodness. Looks like the water has receded down a little. And if you can see, in between that tree line there is where the creek or river is supposed to be. But obviously, we're still highly above where our normal is. Ooh. Hold on a second, we'll go across the street. But first, we gotta wait for the traffic. This is not a very large bridge. And we have to be very careful because our sides of our road are very tiny. And if somebody wasn't paying attention, you could definitely get hit. Oh, there's squirrels over there freezing to death in the water. Oh my goodness. Them poor little guys. I don't know if y'all could see him, but he's over there skipping across the water trying to get in the tree. Poor little things. Can't even get in their nest. There's so much water out here, y'all. Okay. Well, it looks like a bunch of the debris ended up breaking loose that was here yesterday. If you go back to my other videos, you will see that up here on these trees was just a massive debris pile, but that's all that's left today. And that was way out here, but yeah. Our river should be way down here past this big tree, but if you see, we are way above that, guys. Oh, goodness. Down here in the V, as we call it, when we are on the water, is where the river is supposed to be, where the V is. Anybody who goes kayaking, boating knows what I'm talking about. The V is where you want to be. And that is your river, guys. You can see the tree lines along where it's supposed to run, but we're still pretty hot today. And now we're freezing, so it's not real good for anybody right now. Not the people, not the animals, not any of it. I mean, I'm sitting here freezing to death, I will tell you now. My face is cold, my ears are cold, my nose, my fingers are numb. I feel bad for the animals that live out here. It's not just us people who are affected, you know. I mean, those squirrels were just jumping ice cold water, freezing water to be able to get into their nest and be able to eat. I mean, this was a bad flood, and with a freeze straight after, it's never a positive. Oh. When I first got out here, you could hear trees snapping over this direction because it's just too much to handle. Look how beautiful this tree is with all the snow covering it. It's pretty to look at, but it's rough to stand in. Like I said, right there is property lines of people's. Like they own to this river here, but they're literally underwater all the way to their barns, y'all. They're out there sitting on the porch evaluating their yard now, hoping this stuff recedes. I mean, look at the power that's still behind this stuff, y'all. This is the next day. This is just still the runoff. This isn't even raining any longer. Oh. And like I said, this is the Adairsville Bridge when you get into Adairsville, Kentucky, coming out of Springfield, Tennessee. Don't ask me the highway. It's Memorial Boulevard in Springfield. I'm not real good with the numbers. Anybody who knows me knows that. I know how to drive. I don't know road signs. Well, y'all, this is the update from Adairsville. And like I said, everything's covered in beautiful snow here. No, it's Adairsville, Tennessee, guys. Or Kentucky, I'm sorry. Adairsville, Kentucky, and Springfield, Tennessee. Literally, if we go around this turn, at the top of that hill would be your Tennessee border up here. So if you got on maps, you would have Springfield, Tennessee is this way. And this is north into Kentucky, into Adairsville. It's a one-lane little town. It's not much, but you can definitely find Springfield. Or if you type it straight into Google, you'll find it. We're right on the line, probably 40 miles outside of Clarksville, Tennessee, or about 45 miles outside of Bowling Green. Okay, guys, we got a semi while I'm on the bridge. So, ooh, he's a nice trucker. He got over, but it still has the blow off, guys. Alright, so there's your update. See, if you see the private property sign here, this is their land. I mean, you do usually have on the riverbank a few feet that they allow you, you know, in case you needed a bank in an emergency when you're floating the river. But that is where their true property line, where you're not allowed to trespass any longer. So, I mean, this is from that tree all the way around here to that barn is flooded right before the bottom of the hill of that barn. Whoever built that farm was pretty smart, but I don't even think they were expecting it to ever get this high, guys. I mean, this is an exceptional flood. Historical, as they call it, I guess. I don't know, we've been having them a lot here lately, so I don't know about this historical crap. Seems to be every few months for us. I mean, there's a lot of people being thrown underwater here lately, ain't there? But yeah, I mean, you're thinking, like I said, that tree with their property sign is way down there. And we're just now down here to where the guardrail ends, and they've started planting their pretty little trees on their property line. This is all their land just underwater, guys. I mean, look. It's almost everything they own over here by the river until you get to their barns and their house. And then they've got a little land that's dry. And then their field over here was underwater yesterday. It's still pretty sopping wet if you see, but on the other side of that hill there, it is a complete lake. So, y'all have a beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in. Bye, guys. Oh, goodness.